Wait,
You gotta do this welcome thing. He's gotta do this welcome, welcome.
yeah, I
Welcome us
thought
in, Dad. Welcome us in.
should we start all over or
Yeah.
can we
No,
edit this?
No? Okay.
because we're live.
Damn it, yeah. Well, those who are watching, one person probably.
No, just do a welcome, welcome. We're live right now? We're live on the air?
Yes, he
Yes.
said we're
Oh,
live,
we
bro.
can't. Oh, okay, we're going forward. Four of March removed. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay. Well, welcome back, my fantasy football degenerates, my crackheads, my people that love fantasy more than their family members, the people
Sorry.
that love football all year round. We are back with another pod, man. It's been too long. I think our last one was in December. All right.
Yes.
It's been about 5 months, man. We love you and we're back.
As you guys can see, it's a new setup. Matt moved.
Yep.
He ruined everything.
I get
Yeah,
about
we're blaming Matt here. He did ruin
Yeah.
it.
I broke some laws I shouldn't have broke, and now I need a clean getaway. So I'm starting a new life. But I'm still here with y'all. I'm still here to talk about fantasy
Yeah.
football.
He's on the run.
Yes. He ran exactly to Atlanta, but yes. Um, yeah. So this is how the pod will be because it's also good because we may move in our other parts around. I may move to Mars, so we don't know.
And it's
So this way we
arguably
can
better. You
still
get to see our
pod.
faces. You can see our reactions. We're live apparently. So we're just speaking the truth, and you get to feel us.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yes. Um, how did your seasons end last year? Do you guys, any triumphs or any tough losses? Was it good for you guys fantasy wise?
Sure, I'll start. I mean, yeah, it was pretty good. I got man, I think I played a total of probably like 4 or 5 leagues. I only got one championship. I had like two second place finishes, which kind of sucks, but it's all good.
That sounds
But
like
it
a
was a
great
pretty
year.
good season.
That
That's
sounds
Yeah,
like
it
a
was
good
pretty
year.
good. It
I
was
didn't
pretty
win
good.
no championships, Yanni. I'm a no championship winner this year. First year in a while, and I feel sad. Second place. You know, I blame CD Lamb, and I blame you, Kurth. I blame you.
Mm.
Kurth just fucks everything up. Every time I
I didn't
have the good going, Kurth just comes around and fucks things up. I
Yeah,
blame
he's
you.
a
I
bad
didn't know I
demon.
didn't know Kurth was this good. I only know Kurth to be like bad.
He's
Yeah,
good.
he's
It was
He's
like
solid.
one
good.
of my leagues. All right.
Yeah.
Yanni, what about you?
Um,
Yeah, what about you, Yanni? What's going on?
it's been a redemption year. Did not win, but
Were you
I think
close?
I was in semis in one league, and then I lost to my better
Mm,
teams. The rest of the teams were rebuilding, but I
okay.
rebuilt them pretty good.
For Yanni's credit,
And
Yanni does have one good team. Yanni has a team where I look
right,
at the pros of draft. It's like this is a great team. This is a really good. This team is significantly better than mine. So yeah, Yanni's
I think it
growing.
was I think it was I named the team the Communists because I drafted really conservative. Like I didn't do anything fun with that team, which is good because if I did, I probably would have ruined them.
So no fun is better, huh? Just no the
For
no
me,
fun
it
way.
is. Yeah, fun means I'm like going in on sleepers that nobody's thinking about, and I'm making dumb trades. So, yeah,
What fun you draft Travis Hunter? Just curious.
did I?
What fun you? Just fun, Yanni.
Fun. Oh yeah, fun me would have drafted Travis Hunter for sure.
What about communist you?
No,
Okay. Just want some
fun
lines.
because what Travis Hunter's gonna go. Well, I guess what. Okay, average just really quick, guys. Travis Hunter's going
Rookie
SF
drafts?
standard
102,
1-2
103.
to 1-3. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
one
Okay.
and three. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, conservative Yanni's gonna take Tet. He's gonna take Tet, and he's gonna and unfun. He will not like it when he does it, but he will draft like I probably would have. I don't know. Probably would have drafted Judkins, and then just would have about my business.
Wow. Well, I'm curious to see how your split personality turns out, Yanni, in 2025.
Yes. yes.
There's been a
All
lot
right,
of
guys.
off-season winners and losers,
Yes. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna start with the winners, and we'll start. I guess we'll start. We want to start with. Let's start with the QBs, the one that matter, the guys that matter.
The only guys I know. Yeah, they
Yes.
matter. Yeah, sometimes, depending on the league.
Right.
We'll let Matt start. Who was your biggest QB winner this year?
Yeah, so it was a tough list. A group of 5 guys.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do like a little person who almost made it. We're not gonna go with depth, but Sam Howell might have been a big winner, but we'll slide
Sam Howell.
we'll just slide that one off for another day. Okay. But my biggest winner, my actual biggest winner, is Caleb Williams for quarterbacks. He's the biggest winner. I think it's the obvious winner when you look at all the quarterbacks in the league. That are two offensive linemen. Do I know their name? No, because no one knows offensive linemen's names. We just know that they block people, and that's what we need for Caleb Williams.
That's true.
So, and most importantly, he has Ben Johnson, and Caleb Williams is the reason why Ben Johnson is on the Chicago Bears, right? So if he handpicked this team, he had any team he wanted to go to for the past 2 years, he could have gone on.
Yeah.
Right, he could have been the head coach. He decided to wait 2 years. He wanted to be the coach of Caleb Williams. And they drafted Loveland, and they drafted Luther Burden. They still don't have no elite quarterback or running back. So ideally, this is just going to be a pass the ball frenzy. I'm hoping like 40 times a game. Remember, golf had those crazy cricket number games. We should throw in the ball 50 times. I want that for Caleb Williams every day. Thank you, please. That's what I'm hoping for. So he's my biggest one. Yes.
Yeah, I don't have any rebuttals. He was part of my ad when I was doing this. If I could, I slotted 3 people just in case you stole mine. So he was on my list. Yeah.
Would he been your number one though? Would he been if you had to make me? He would not been. Okay. I'm curious.
No. Yeah. What about you, Dick Herrick?
Should we go with the funny answer or the?
I say go with your heart. Go with your heart.
Let's do the funny answer first.
Okay, funny answer first. I'll give you 2 then, I guess, real quick. Tyler Show. That's not funny.
Tyler Shuck.
Shuck. Okay, yeah, Tyler Shuck. He just got a QB1 position. So yeah, that's a pretty big winner right off the bat. This happened yesterday, but that's my funny answer.
Did they actually confirm that Tyler Shuck was a QB1?
No.
I mean, who else is there? I mean, he's not
Big Spence. Big Spence is there.
Nah.
They have Jake Hayner. It's gonna be a nasty. It's gonna be a nasty quarterback.
It's a nasty QB room for sure.
Yeah,
but I'll give you my real answer. CJ Stroud.
Biggest winner, really.
You like those guys from Iowa State?
Quarterback. CJ Stroud. Remember here, guys. CJ Stroud was passing to at one point John Mechie. Okay. Robert Woods. And I don't even remember the tight end's name. Who was this guy?
Brevin Jordan, I think.
Dalton Schultz.
Okay.
Right? Now he added Christian Kirk in the offseason, who, by the way, is still good, right?
Yeah.
He just injured, but he's still good, right? That's an upgrade. He now adds the early draft, second round draft capital, Jaden Higgins.
True.
Right? Great profile. And he adds his Iowa State teammate, who are like Batman and Robin over there. Jalen Noel is really good, right?
That's true.
He adds 3 new wide receivers to that offense, right? Here's the thing. Remember, I mean, who all was he passing to? Just Nico Collins, right? He had a down year. He couldn't do anything, right?
True.
He adds these 3 wide receivers to that offense. I think he's going to make a significant jump into the top. I have him going QB 9 or less, or 9 or higher.
Well, I like that. I mean, that's not bad. I like that.
Yeah.
I disagree with CJ Stroud. But before I disagree, Jason Tatum just got limped off the court. Helped off the court in a very close game against the New York Knicks. But not close anymore. The Knicks are up by 14. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted there. So I think CJ Stroud is not a winner. He wasn't even on my list. I think there's other people who better than him. He lost Terry Tunzel. What the Tunzel guy's name is, right? The offensive line is all banged up. It's all shook. I don't see the wide receivers are going to help, but I think there's other quarterbacks who had a higher ceiling.
I can't believe you guys really botched this. You guys are really rusty, man.
What do you mean?
Who you got?
This is easy. See, I was actually dependent on doing like the answer that I had to fight for, which was Big Trev. Obviously he now gets 2. What Trev's not just not elite wide receiver talent. I don't understand. How is he not one of the biggest winners? He has 2 wide receiver ones.
We'll see if
biggest winner though. Like, I mean, look at that room he had before he got hurt. That was a pretty good room. Like,
oh my God.
I mean, everyone just got injured, like hurt, but like, I don't know, man.
And also, biggest winner should be like biggest jump. It should just be like, yeah. You know,
Yeah,
saying you
CJ Stroud was like QB 18 or something last year. Like
His offensive line
no,
got
it was
worse,
not QB 18.
and as their offense changes,
he was pretty bad actually. Yeah, he
He
was
was
pretty
bad,
bad.
but he was QB 18.
I'm gonna look it up. He was pretty bad, bro.
Dak had shrouded some teams, man. That's what it was.
I think with all these players, like they all have
Hold
additions from the draft, right? Like Caleb Williams, Trevor Lawrence, and fuck, I already forgot his name. You know what I'm talking about. Uh,
Who?
all the quarterbacks we took, Trevor Lawrence, Stroud, and Caleb Williams all have significant upgrades from the draft.
Yeah,
But the
QB
off
18
season, when
finish.
it comes to the other off season moves, as far as free agency, I feel like Caleb Williams got 2 offensive linemen. Trevor Lawrence didn't really get much help either, and Stroud lost an offensive lineman, an all pro offensive lineman. So I don't know. That's just my vote for Caleb Williams. I mean, they all got additions, but I think more importantly,
Okay.
Caleb Williams also got the offensive guru as a
I'm
bench.
with you. That was my number one answer, Caleb Williams for sure.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't want to repeat. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I do think Stroud. I think Stroud did finish QB 18. I do think he jumps with now more wide receiver help. I think he jumps into the top 10 or higher, in my opinion.
Another interesting thing about all three of them, the all pocket passers, and if they don't get touchdowns, like are they are they actually gonna make that leap? Trevor, I mean, Stroud did get a lot of receivers. He did get a lot of second round capital, third round capital wide receivers. Are those that can result in touchdowns? Who knows? I mean, is Travis Hunter actually gonna be as good a wide receiver we think he is? I don't know.
Is that your number? Is what's his name? Trevor, your number one biggest winner?
No, my biggest winner was JJ McCarthy.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, he has an offensive coach. He has elite tight end, one of the top three wide receivers. And then we've seen Jordan Addison. This thing, I have all things I can verify. Luther Burden looks great. He's probably going to be the slot guy. He's going to be Amon Ra. These are all things we think we know. Don't know for sure. CJ got the twins, I guess, from Iowa State. They look pretty good. We don't know. We've seen Addison put up 2 back-to-back wide receiver 2 years. He's valid. JJ is JJ. Hawkinson is Hawkinson. You know what I'm saying? And they just got Jordan Mason. All the things I'm saying, they can verify. So all JJ McCarthy has to do, like, JJ McCarthy has the easiest path to a QB 1 year. Easiest. Like, he just has to just make simple reads. I mean, if JJ's doubled, go to one of these two guys. If JJ was not double, throw JJ the ball. Obviously they're gonna mix in the run. Then you have Aaron Jones, who still has like some tread left on his tires. And you also have Jordan Mason. I mean, I don't want to pick a Viking, but I mean it's obvious.
Well, I'm glad that you overcame your Viking hatred to pick JJ.
Not yet, but close.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something though. I mean, JJ, if we're talking about who had the biggest jump as far as like average draft position from last offseason, is JJ obviously, but JJ got hurt. It's kind of like an asterisk. That's also kind of the reason why I have Sam Howell, because is it possible that Sam Howell is Sam Darnold? Is Sam Howell going to end up actually starting and being that guy? JJ McCarthy's a rookie, right?
Yeah, but I mean, even with it, like let's say Sam Howell does win, because Sam Howell, we're talking about Sam Howell. Sam Howell's at Seahawks, right? No, sorry, Sam Howell's at the Vikings. My bad. So you had Sam Howell, but I believe I like Sam Howell. I think he's talented, but I have to believe that they are gonna give the keys to the kid. I believe Sam Howell would have to do one of two things: either he had to become the reincarnation of Brady, or JJ would have to be awful to beat him out in camp. Like it's like if it's close, they're just gonna give it to JJ. That's what it's gonna be. Like he has to beat him outright for that position. So I just don't see it happening.
I think it's possible. Sam Howell looks a little solid when he was playing with.
No, I like Sam Howell. I just know that like for them to take a bath publicly and say that a guy we got from the bargain bin is better than our top QB. Right. It has to be bad. Like it has to be bad. Like the guy.
I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at McCarthy. I'm with Matt though. It's just kind of like a little asterisk. Like, I mean, he has never played it down, so
that's true. I mean, my same point. Yeah, obviously,
he could be the biggest winner, but like it's so much unknown.
You're right. My point against me is that we have not seen him play. So you're right. But I was just saying, like, if he just is like pedestrian, all you have to do is like, it's like almost getting like into like one of those auto cars. Just drive the speed limit and just like don't do anything. Like,
right. Well, what is pedestrian? Is pedestrian like what finish is that? Like QB? QB finish?
I think he's QB1. I think he's QB1. I think he's
If-
QB1, 1 through 12.
I'm talking about like a QB. Okay.
Yeah, 1
You
through
think
Playing
he's
12.
gonna get
pedestrian.
touchdowns, at least 2 touchdowns a game. He's just gonna rack up some touchdowns with these wide
Yeah.
receivers and just
Yeah.
adequate.
Easy passes, the checkdowns will be there. Everything, like, it'll be a smorgasbord of easy reads.
Yeah. Or it
Like,
could be
we'll find
Sam
out.
Howell. Or it could be Sam Howell.
Or it could be Sam Howell. That's what I'm saying. Is like we'll know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. This camp will show if Jay is good because, like, they've literally given you everything already. Like, the same thing for you can say for Caleb Williams, but those weapons have to show themselves. The weapons have already proven themselves. Addison's a star. He's a really good wide receiver. He's a wide receiver too. He could be a star in some other teams. I don't know. JJ's obviously a valid star, top 3 wide receiver. Then you have Hawkinson. I mean, you have offensive genius as a coach. If JJ doesn't come out of camp alive, then it's just like, dude, he's ass. Like, I'm sorry, you are ass. It's done.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Next for the winners, let's go to RBs.
Go ahead, Matt.
I feel like there's no other running back who's both ceiling rose, but also his floor rose. The Javonte Williams. I think Javonte Williams is pretty much for the biggest running back of the offseason, our biggest winner, is whoever dodged the draft. And Javonte Williams didn't go to Vietnam. He didn't go to Korea. He stayed right at home. Everything's safe and sound, and he's the highest paid running back there, right? They also have Miles Sanders, who they're paying pennies. They drafted a 5th round guy, and Jaden Blue was really small. They drafted Phil Fa, and the 7th round is really big. Okay, and Javonte is just gonna have an opportunity. He's all around back. There's 6 games we caught him with 5 targets last year, right? So he has the ability to catch the passes, and if he could do what Rico Dowdle did, and this offense is gonna be worse than it was last year, right? So if he could fill Rico Dowdle's role on an offense that's gonna be better, just with the addition of Dak Prescott, with the addition of Pickens, the offense is gonna be better. They just need someone who can possibly do a little bit of everything, such as Javonte Williams. I think his floor risen, his ceiling has risen. He could possibly finish anywhere from, I don't know, a running back 3. I think a running back 3, if he stays healthy, is almost a certainty. And you might be able to squeeze him high running back 2 level, right? So I think Javonte Williams is the biggest winner out of all the other running backs this year.
I feel like then, like, the only way I would agree to that if there's like that what they're saying about Jason Tatum.
You say it's Achilles?
Achilles. It's looking like Achilles. Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to say this on air, but it's like this is the year that Luka doesn't go.
And this is the year that the Timberwolves are gonna win the fucking chip. This is the year the Timberwolves are gonna win the fucking chip. We're gonna bust off through the Warriors. We're gonna go get some Nuggets. We love playing against the Nuggets. Please give us some more. We love these chicken nuggets. We love eating these chicken nuggets.
I love this.
And then we'll get the Pacers. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, don't think it's not sweet with Rick. Don't think it's sweet. It's not sweet with Rick.
And it may not be sweet, but man, it's sure better than Jason Tatum.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Damn. Okay. That was some live news from Dak.
Yeah, man.
I would agree with Matt's point if it was like you can't pick rookie running backs, but I didn't follow that formula. I picked a rookie running back. Dak, but obviously I'm gonna let Dak go before I let my say my winner. Who's your RB winner?
Yeah, I think we're sleeping on this guy, man. I feel like I'm the only guy that defends this person in history.
Oh man, it's got to be Joe Mixon.
That's Chase Brown.
No, but he was on the list. I was going to go DeAndre Swift.
Interesting.
DeAndre Swift. He survived. I think a lot of people either had Genty going to the Raiders or the Bears, to be completely honest with you. And they didn't draft another RB.
They did not.
No, I mean, they got O-linemen. Their O-line got better. They have a lot of weapons to pass to. Yeah, that lane's going to be pretty open, and he's a good pass catching back. I think he'd be good. He was solid last year. I think he won. He's a really big winner this year.
Yeah, all the arguments for Javonte Williams, you just add them straight to DeAndre Swift. All the same arguments. They did draft was it a 5th rounder, 6th rounder, something like that?
But I forgot his. Yeah, no one that he threatened his job.
Yeah.
Dak said he's not a threat.
He might not.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? But I mean,
I'm just joking. He's probably not a threat.
Javonte and Roshan looks like that's going to be the 1-2 punch. I mean, there is talks of Nick Chubb I've been seeing, but until that happens, I'm going with Swift. So
yeah,
it's kind of ironic that Ben Johnson booted away, or they let Swift go. They traded him away, and now
they're reunited.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Would you, Nyounee, who would you rather have in Dynasty specifically, not fantasy Dynasty, Javonte or DeAndre Swift?
Oh, that's a bad question.
Yeah.
It's a good mid-off, huh?
It is a
no, but Swift has been way better than Javonte.
He's had higher. He's in a better offense. He's had higher peaks than Javonte has. You're right,
for sure. Yeah, Javonte last year just looked really bad. Like the Broncos apparently PPF ranking is really high for the offensive lineman, but he still made him look bad, right?
RB 40 something. Like, how do you even RB 40 something as a starter? He was really bad, bro.
No. He was like getting like 40% of the carries. It was a very split workload. And another winner, which you didn't mention. I don't know, Nyounee, you're gonna mention this rookie, but I'll go ahead.
What I was gonna say is that if it's not rookies, I was gonna mention Chase Brown. I was hearing it all off season. Don't get Chase Brown. They're gonna take away his carries. Dak was telling me all off season it's a wrap for him. They're gonna have to run it. I'm like, Dak, they have me, you, and Matt on defense,
bro. To be fair, they had visits with all of the RBs.
Every single running back, all 30 of their picks all 30 of the visits were running backs. It seemed like.
Yeah, so I was like, dude, they really are trying to get an RB, bro, but they didn't. They didn't.
I think that either two things. Either they're trying to be like playing underwater 4D chess and throw teams off their scent, who they want to pick in the defense, or for the offensive line, or they really wanted to draft the running back, and then somebody stepped in and said, "Listen, bro, you have guys from the YMCA playing on your defense. Go get somebody.
We need right, exactly. Chase Brown is going to be Kyron Williams type of fantasy come up. Like, he's the type of person who's just gonna be around scoring fantasy points for a while.
Yes,
based on opportunity. He's gonna get paid, I think, because when are they gonna ever draft? You know what I'm saying? Next year maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, they could not pay him. They could not pay him also because they're obviously they're since he's historically cheap and they just did the first
5th rounder, ever. Right? They're probably not gonna pay him. Yeah,
they're not gonna pay him.
Yeah, but he'll be around till his contract ends.
They're not going to. They'll try to give him a little mini extension. If you don't go for it, then
a little $4 million, $4 million, $5 million, money to them, not to us.
But that wasn't a fun pick, man. It makes me feel like I'm handicapped because I guess it's don't say rookies because it's too easy.
There's gotta be one name you're saying rookies, Nyounee. Gotta be one name you're gonna say rookies.
No, it does not have to be one name. I'm not gonna be bullied into saying that name.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm gonna debate you. Okay, go ahead. All right, go ahead.
Because I don't know how the hell he's gonna get to the end zone, but okay. It's Judkins.
You're really high on Judkins.
He's the biggest RB winner, rookie winner.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because here's the listen, hold on, let me cook. Hold on.
Okay.
Now, Genty, and people are gonna say, "Oh, it's gotta be Genty." The volume is crazy. He's gonna do whatever he wants to do for sure. But who is besides Bowers, who is Geno throwing his ball to get to set end zone?
I mean, you got Jack, you got Jacoby, and you got Trey Tucker, who's something.
They have better people than do in Cleveland.
Yeah, like, I mean, are you trying to? They have a better QB. They have a better tight end. They have a better
QB part. We talk about getting touchdowns.
Their tight ends are better. Their wide receivers are not better. You just had a wide receiver 1 year. I don't understand. I'm confused. I'll give you that. Maybe, yeah. But they only have him. Elijah Moore's out of town. Tillman is better. Tillman right now, I feel is better than the second best wide receiver. I feel he is.
So
debatable, but
they probably have a better wide receiver room, but you cannot say substantially that their offense is going to be better than the Raiders because their offense is projected to be terrible. They're going to be. I'm not going to take this.
Any team with Pickett, Sanders, and Joe Flacco.
Flacco has done great.
That five quarterbacks auditioning right now.
Flacco has not done great. They put him in last year and took him right back out. They're like, okay,
they didn't have to go.
He's a statue.
They didn't have dynamicism in that backfield. Now they got the dynamicism.
They got two.
What do you mean? They had Jonathan Taylor back there. What do you mean? in the backfield for the Colts. What?
That's hate. Yeah, you're right. Listen,
What
man.
did you say?
Listen, I just want to be contrarian. I didn't want to say Genty. It's just so. It's.
I wouldn't have
so
said Genty. The rookie running back I think is the biggest winner. I would say is RJ Harvey. I think RJ Harvey is going to eat for his from where he was before draft to post draft. He's a huge fucking
You're talking about jump. Okay, yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
Huge
like
winner,
an
bro.
ADP jump, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Is there concern about that though? Because we see this every year with rookie drafts where the ADP jump pre-draft and post-draft is tremendous, and it's like people had him down here for a reason.
And all of a sudden, he's like,
and all of a sudden it's landing spot, and it's like, oh man, well, he's the guy.
What I was hearing pre-draft was that he was a sleeper name. He just wasn't a big running back, but he was a very Kyron Williams like, and very, very open field.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
I'll ask you this too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'll ask you this too. What do you think? Do you think they run things different for the Broncos than what Javonte was doing, catching passes, splitting? Like, do you see him just coming in commanding and he's the guy, 60%, 70% of snaps? Like,
I think to answer that question, I'm gonna refer to Sean Payton and his interview when he was asked about RJ Harvey, and he was like, "Yeah, we really wanted Genty, but then I saw a tape on RJ Harvey and said we're good. We got RJ Harvey." Okay. So he was excited to get RJ Harvey. He could have taken Caleb Johnson. He could have taken a lot of other running backs. But he decided to go RJ Harvey. And
Payton's a Hall of Fame liar.
Payton's a Hall of Fame liar, but a Hall of Fame drafter. Also a Hall of Fame drafter.
I'll give you that. But the way he's talking about Javonte, he sold us on Javonte by the way he was talking about him.
He sold the Cowboys too. The Cowboys believed it. The Cowboys got him and said he's the RB1. He also sold the Cowboys. He's great. He's a great salesman.
I still gotta believe. I still gotta see it to believe it. But the man is a liar, so I don't know, man. I can't trust him. But you know what's funny is I can't trust him when it comes to RBs. I'll say that because
what is he responsible for? Bush, Kamara,
Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram. Come on, man.
Mark Ingram too. Yeah, he's got pretty good.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. What are we talking about here?
Okay, maybe I just got burned by Javonte. Fine, whatever. All right, so
Broncos the best offensive line in the league too last year, so that helps.
That's true.
They were the number one offensive line.
Number one offensive line, playoff team, team Broncos. Look it up.
Over Detroit.
I think you should look it up.
Or over the Eagles. I think you should look it up.
All right, I'll look it up right now. Okay.
Bro, that Eagles, bro, no.
Thanks to whatever ranking you're looking at, it's cooked.
I could be wrong, but if I were a betting man, which I'm not tonight, I would bet that the Eagles and Lions are ahead of the Broncos.
How much you want to bet? You want to put some money on it? I haven't looked it up yet.
Nah, I can't prove that you haven't looked it up.
What are you guys using? PFF? PFF? I don't know. I don't got a dog in that race, man.
Yeah.
And the answer is the Philadelphia Eagles. You should have bet me.
I should have bet. I
should have bet.
I should have bet. It was so obvious that it was the Eagles. It's like, bro, why did I?
Okay, but where are the Broncos rated? Top 3?
Yeah, where are they?
Broncos are. They make you scroll. Well, they make you.
You
got to scroll.
They're down there.
They make you click on the individual team. That's
okay.
Okay, well, Broncos. Was it DEN? Den.
Yeah.
Well, PPF should really just make a ranking list. Everyone else makes ranking lists, right?
I'm sure he's seen the Lions one pop up too before he's going to the Broncos.
Yeah.
Now you look it up. It's kind of the way they have it formatted. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, here.
It's not something promising though.
Detroit Lions number 1, Philadelphia Eagles 2, Colts 3, Browns, Jets. Okay, I'm scrolling down.
The Browns are there.
The Browns have always had a good O-line. But yeah, bro, come on. I don't even know why I did bet you. I'm pussy. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I was very wrong. I don't know where I got
the
Broncos. It must have been pass protection.
I was like, man, Gary Bowl must be throwing people out the club. I was about like, maybe he is.
Broncos are 15. So I was very wrong. Very, very, very wrong.
All good. Okay. All good. Where we at, Nyounee? Tight end? Are we doing? Oh, wide receiver.
Yes. Yeah, we can do wide receiver. So wide receiver, Matt's on you. Biggest winner. So I'm not going to steal mine, but it's okay.
So I think the biggest winner is a man who averaged 15 fantasy points per game after the star receiver got traded. So after the star receiver got traded, got 15 fantasy points a game. They got themselves a new quarterback. They got themselves a new offense. They got themselves a new spokesperson, Tom Brady, at the team. My number one wide receiver, biggest winner is Jacoby Myers. Now, Jacoby Myers is not a sexy pick. Jacoby Myers is probably the most unsexiest name in the NFL for the past 4 seasons. And I shit you not. Anytime people say Jacoby Myers, people just get flaccid. They don't want to get excited. They kind of tune out. They probably tune out to me right now. It's okay.
Yeah, I am.
Because, like I said, 50 points a game, Brock Bowers, Geno Smith. He's going to be the second option with Geno Smith's team on the Seattle Seahawks, Pete Carroll Seattle Seahawks team. A team where, the second best wide receiver was a Tyler Lockett, or sometimes maybe Doug Baldwin, or sometimes maybe DK Metcalf, depending on the year, right?
So what are we doing here, man?
That's why Jacoby Myers. What you talk about? I say what I'm doing. You're getting the second best option on the old school Seattle Seahawks offense. The offense would be better, significantly better. Jacoby Myers, the most slept on. You could probably trade. You could trade for him right now for probably a 208. You can sell Jacoby Myers for 208, and you're going to start him every single week. That's my biggest winner, Jacoby Myers. And then draft no one. They actually drafted Besh, whatever his name is, which actually is going to help him out, open things up. Feed my boy Jacoby.
I hate this.
Yeah, this is Jacoby Myers. I like Jacoby Myers. I mean, I think he's. Here's the thing.
There's not a year Jacoby Myers is the best wide receiver winner in the offseason ever.
Who? I'm curious to hear who y'all gonna pick.
What did he say?
Yeah,
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm curious to hear y'all names, and we'll see if it's better than Jacoby Myers as far as the winner goes. We'll see.
I got one. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, you go ahead, Nyounee. You go ahead. I'll go last.
The easiest one, JSN. DK was literally bullied off of targets. They said, "Okay, we're going to ship you off." No other target competition came into the team, and I believe that Darnold will do the same or a little bit better.
We'll see. I mean, we'll see.
But it was. Yeah, he will be fed. It was nice having DK over there, though. I will say that.
Take a lot of attention off of him, and now it's going to be all focused on JSN, and we'll see how he handles all that pressure. I mean, they got Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp might help, maybe not. I mean,
no, of course, but JSN, everybody knows JSN does most of his work in the slot, anyways. So that's his bread and butter. So it'll be,
also Cooper
Kupp. It's not to say he's on the outside where teams are just going to be able to just kind of shut him down. He'll be in the mix. He'll get a lot of targets. He'll be fed. So,
I can understand why you chose JSN. I get it because they lost DK, but like, is his average draft position or value, is his value different than it was at the end of last year, or like, you know what I'm saying? Did his stock change that much? Dak, do you think?
I think his draft rose a little bit after this, right? Like, right? Like, didn't JSN just get more expensive when DK got out of town?
Oh,
like,
I've been getting more offers with the JSN stock. I've been and the initial offers I received have become more respectful. So that tells me everything I need to know.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, but now I do get what Matt's saying. Matt, is saying that we're not sure, obviously, if it's going to be so much better. He had a wide receiver one season, so how much higher can he get? That's a fair point. If they're able to connect, it could be top 5, just off the target, just off the raw volume of the targets, just off that alone. But if they're kind of figuring things out and it's kind of up and down, he still falls to a top 15 wide receiver here. So, yeah.
Can I just riddle off, or maybe I'll go with one, but I had like a few names, and I feel like they're all in like.
Let's hear the few next, because when I was looking through it was kind of tough to pick a best wide receiver. So that it
was tough. But I have a few names here. I have one, which is super random. You guys probably gonna hate Calvin Ridley.
I have Calvin Ridley on the list too.
You do? Okay, yeah. Calvin Ridley, he gets a significant QB upgrade, so we think, right? He has to perform first, Cam Ward. But I mean, yeah, there's literally no one else literally in town. So I mean, they do have
Robert Woods,
Westbrook. Yeah, right. See Stroud, man. See, look, you see how you said Robert Woods? That's a Stroud at the fast too. Okay. But yes, they have Westbrook Akine, I believe, is still there. They do have Tyler Boyd, but I mean,
it's ugly. It's ugly, man. It's ugly.
Tyler Lockett, but he's like 37 now.
It's ugly, man.
Yeah, so I definitely had Calvin Ridley on here. Another one on my list, which you probably won't have. I don't know if you will. Ricky Pearsall.
I did not have him on my list, but for sure, he's definitely a winner.
What is Ayuk just
Ricky Pearsall. Ayuk, he's still, we don't know his timeline. He might be ready day one, but I don't know that for sure yet. And Debo just got shipped out of town. They have Jawan Jennings, but I think Ricky Pearsall steps in and contributes right away, in my opinion. I think that's a big jump from where he was last year, especially being shot,
agree.
right?
He didn't get shot. Yeah.
I can see everybody say Pearsall. I'm just really worried that offense is going to look a lot like the Packers offense, where it's going to be Juwan Jennings, Ayuk, and Pearsall all just getting 800 yards, which is cool, right? You know what I'm saying? Maybe not even 800, maybe like 700. You know what I'm saying?
If they all get 800 yards, that's decent, I think. that's a decent.
But and fantasy football, you know what I'm saying? Are you starting those players? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true too. And I'll just say my last one here. I'll just go. This dude just recently signed, kind of late, but Stephon Diggs, New England. If he still has something left in the tank, I'm assuming he does. He comes back. He's been looking good on the vids, all the routes running. And
it
looks like he's coming back. Yeah. So that's going to be Drake May's number one. And yeah, I think
high end wide receiver too, for sure.
Yeah.
If he's healthy, yeah, he'd be a target hog. But I just can't pull the trigger. Can y'all pull the trigger? Can y'all trade for him?
I'd buy.
For what price?
What price point?
Dude, give me. I'd buy him right now for a third, 26 third.
I was gonna say, you're not gonna do it for a second. You're not gonna sell a second for him.
If it's my second, I'm projected to be a late team. I'd do that.
That's what I'm gonna say. I would do. You know what?
I'd do that. Like if I'm projected to 11,
are you gonna send it right 12, now, Dak?
10.
You gonna send it in?
You have Stephon Diggs? I would send that in.
I think Clay has him. I'm sure he'll be happy to give you a Stephon Diggs for a second.
Yeah, Matt.
I don't even have a second in that, but I would. I totally would. Honestly, I would.
I'll do it for third. I couldn't do it on a second. I couldn't stomach. I'll probably do 2 thirds. I couldn't stomach doing a second.
Then they wouldn't sell them to you then.
Right. Exactly. Right.
What are the hit rates on late? What are the hit rates on late seconds? Like what you say on rookie drafts?
It's the trade value of it. It's not necessarily
a knee jerk. It can be good. I would say like maybe I would say like 33% probably.
Oh no,
I'd say less than a third. Okay, that's high.
Probably, but, I mean, no, I was gonna say probably even less than. I was trying to be nice, but I mean, I was trying to remember like, there's thirds I've hit, but really not. I mean, because
the value of the late second.
And I'm speaking from a. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the value of the late second is the other things you can buy with that late second. So that's the value of it. It's not necessarily what you're drafting. It's what else can you buy with the late second.
But if I'm buying Stephon Diggs, who I assume to be the wide receiver one in an offense with a good QB, and I'm a contender, then I think that's a fair price.
That's fair. That's fair. I just wouldn't pay it. I wouldn't pay that second. I'm just, I think people might.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
We'll see if people in the leagues listen to our advice. I don't know if anyone listens to us now, but I'm curious to see if anyone will do it. You know what I'm
saying? And I think Clay wouldn't sell him for a second.
Oh, I'm sure.
A projected late second.
Yeah. Maybe.
If it's Nyounee second, he would.
Hell yeah.
Nah, but yeah, those are my guys. So
I was gonna say actually, a quick one to get off. I know I didn't say this one is. I thought about it. It's Tet.
Tet's on my list too. Yeah, Tet's a huge one. Like he just went to the nicest, coziest landing spot. Like he landed on a fucking cloud, didn't he? He landed on a fucking. Ooh,
he's gonna get fed.
Yeah,
immediately.
I'm thinking like at least 11 targets every once in a while, 11, 12 targets.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of green. Yellow's the minimum.
Literally, yes.
On the sleep rap. Yellow's the minimum for the targets. Yeah.
They are a rebuilding team, so they will not be leading. They'll be passing. Yes, it's beautiful.
Yeah, Bryce might be playing for his job. Coach might be coaching for his job. They're going to be there. They're going to try to do some things.
Yes. They just need some high profile wins against. They need to beat the Saints. They need to beat the Saints.
That ain't doing much.
No, yeah. But hey, you need to beat the Saints. You need to draw blood. So I mean, split the games against the Buccaneers, and then draw blood against the Atlanta Falcons. I think you'd be good. I think you're good.
You saying they should win a couple games, Johnny? You saying they should win a couple games? That's a strategy.
But it's also a division. Like if you can pull off 4 wins in a division. And you can split with the two top teams, and you maybe get like one high profile when you weren't supposed to get. I think you're.
What do they have? 6 games against the others. So yeah, if you win like 4 out of 6 games,
the only threat's Buccaneers. The only threat.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to The tight ends.
Nice and tight.
Nice and tight.
The biggest winners. I know we'll all have different answers. This is gonna be fun.
This was tough when I looked through, and there's really no empirical evidence. This is all just off of Matt's vibes. This is just
Yep.
I think my tinkling is tinkling. Okay, when I see this player, I say this guy is really fucking good at football. The offense didn't add no weapons, and it was a really good offense last year. And I'm hoping Isaiah Likely comes through for you, boy. I think Isaiah Likely is a big winner just simply because they didn't add no weapons, like none. Like they DeAndre Hopkins, the corpse of DeAndre Hopkins, right?
Yeah.
And Mark Andrews is every time you look at his efficiency stats, it gets worse and worse and worse. Even if you look at it like tomorrow, it's gonna look worse. Just 'cause that's what Mark Andrews does. He just makes things look worse. So I think Isaiah Likely is gonna be a huge. This is what, third season. I think this is his boom season. Other candidate, I got some other candidates on there. Curious to hear what y'all think.
All right.
Yeah, I like Likely. That's a good one. I don't think he's the biggest winner, but I'm not mad at that answer. I'm not mad at that.
What about your answer, Dak?
I think it's obvious. I think he's probably the number one answer here, man.
Yeah.
It's got to be Mr. Strange
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
down in Doctor Strange. Yeah, that's what I should say. Yeah, Doctor Strange down there in Jacksonville, man. I mean, he steps right into a cushy tight end one job, bro. We've seen glimpses of him potential last year with Mac Jones. We all know he's not Evan Ingram, but we do know that what is your boy name? Trevor Lawrence can feed the tight end
And will
really
feed.
looks at the tight end and will feed the tight end. So yeah, I like that pairing. I like Britton Strange. I mean, yeah, he showed he's capable of being a. Yeah, I think he had probably a top 5 tight end week, maybe once or twice last year. But yeah, I'm excited for him. I think he's really the biggest winner. They didn't add anything in the draft. Yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah. So sorry, before we go, Yanni, if this tight end decision for who our biggest winners is much like the running backs. It's like which position didn't get
Get purged.
exactly, get purged in the draft, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah,
So you
that's
guys
my
didn't
guy.
pick. You didn't pick the usual suspects because I did.
Yeah, I agree with you though. Brent Strange is definitely leveled up. My only concern is there's a sneaky little fucker named Johnny Munt, and if you're a Vikings fan, you know a little bit about Johnny Munt. But
yeah, for sure.
we'll see. But I think Brent Strange should have it in the bag. He should. But
Yeah.
Tight end's a weird position.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Who you got, Yanni?
Well, I can say this because he was injured last year, and you did mention his name. It's the Joker. Okay. This guy was brought in by Sean Payton to do what Dolchich couldn't do and nobody could do.
Evan Ingram.
Okay. Evan Ingram. I mean, it was there. He's I've needed a Joker role. I needed the Joker role, and I don't know what the hell a Joker role is, but I do remember that Sean Payton, when he has playmaking tight ends, I always think about Jimmy Graham. Obviously, Jimmy Graham's a different specimen, so I get that. But if he has that kind of tight end that can make those kind of plays and play big, they eat. So,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
No, I was gonna say that I don't think nobody's really thinking about Evan Ingram. He was hurt last year. Didn't get re-signed by the Jags, obviously. Yeah, it was. He's 30. Nobody's thinking about Evan Ingram. So I think as far as the draft, the ADP jump, it's there too, and nobody's gonna fight you for Evan Ingram. Like that, you make even with sharps, tight ends play until like they're like mid 30s and are still good. Evan Ingram's 30. And hey, man, he's had 3 tight end 1 years. He's had 3 top 5 tight end years on 2 different teams. So
that's what I want to ask you. So if he was still with Jacksonville, he would probably still be a top 5, top 2 tight end, whatever, right? I mean, so like he shows potential being a top tight end. Mm-hmm. Is he a biggest winner because why he traded teams? We've seen him do it with the team he's just on. Why is he the biggest winner?
Because let's give it a buck, right? No, that makes sense. I get what you're saying. You're saying that the pedigree is there. This is obvious, but among sharps, right? Let's say these are seasoned fantasy football players, guys that are not stupid, win leagues, played in a lot of leagues, have high finishes. even among those guys, just think about it. Is anybody really, 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 really going to like, shake you down for draft capital and everything you have for Evan Ingram, like they would a Bowers, like they would a
What you
Kittle?
think? He's a great value. He's a great
Oh,
value.
easy. He's the I believe he's the value to have for tight. Now, there's a lot of
tremendous value. I was thinking, I was just trying to see biggest like, but yeah,
yeah. Dag's saying that it's probably more obvious, but I don't believe that it's obvious through most of the fantasy football landscape. I think a lot of people are forgetting about Evan Ingram, like the Denver Broncos altogether, outside of RJ Harvey, because he's a buzzword name right now, is a forgotten team. Like people will play Bo Nix, but they're not like, oh my god, I have Bo Nix. People will play Cortland Sutton, but they're not like, oh my god, I'm playing Cortland Sutton. Like they're the forgotten team. You know what I mean? So nobody's gonna shake you down to get Evan Ingram. Nobody's gonna like think about him, but I think he's going to absolutely eat this year.
This is sounding like the biggest sleeper, the biggest tight end sleeper.
Sounds like my Jacoby Myers pick. I get it. I get you, Yanni. I get it. I understand.
Yes.
I understand.
Yes. So yeah, that's all. But that's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
I have one other tight end. Just want to throw it out there real quickly. Tyler Conklin. I just think Tyler Conklin going to the Chargers.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah,
very underrated tight end. And Will Dissly 8.
Yeah, I'm about to say, are you afraid of Will Dissly though? He's still there.
He's still there.
Conklin's a better pass catcher than him though.
If Tyler Conklin beats him out in this position, I just think Herbert targets a tight end when things when all hell breaks loose. And they broke through a lot.
I was gonna say it breaks through a lot, yeah.
So,
and I don't think it got any better for him wide receiver wise because he still only has not only, but obviously Ladd's great, but he doesn't have
Trey Harris
weapons.
Trey Harris might be great. We'll see. He's literally the 1-on-1 replacement for QJ. Like take that archetype and we're just gonna draft another one. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
Literally what they did.
Yeah.
So let's run it right back. Yeah. Okay.
For sure.
All right, now we're on to the ugly part of things.
Losers, you nasty loser time.
We're not doing winners for kickers. No, I'm just kidding.
Not Justin Tucker. Tell you that one.
Yeah, not Justin Tucker. Yes, quick segment.
Yeah,
let's see. Let's go back to the tight ends, man. The biggest
tight ends. Okay, we can start with tight ends.
Can we just say it? Can we just all say it together? Because it's pretty obvious.
Oh, Cole Kmet? Yeah, he's a nasty. He just got shit on. Like they just paid this man. He thought he was eating well. He thought life was good. He got Ben Johnson on the team, and Ben Johnson pulled his pants down mid-draft and just shat on him. And then doubled it up by drafting a wide receiver the next round. That's crazy. Yeah, Cole Kmet.
He said you'll never see any targets again. That's basically what he said.
No. What they said is we need a 7th lineman. Okay, or 6 linemen,
and you will be there,
and that's what you're going to do. It's like Michael Mayer, right? They're like, yes. Michael, you're going to block for us now. You're a blocker,
which is crazy.
Yeah,
Kmet always.
No, go ahead.
I said Kmet always had the potential. Like, do you think they're going to be in more 2 tight end lineups or 3 wide receiver lineups with their running back room?
I feel 3. I feel like the parentheses there. It's got to be 3 wide receiver lineups. I feel like it has to be.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have a running back, right? So the Cole Kmet is not going to be on the. Is he going to be on? He might be ahead of Loveland early in the season, so he might have if that happens, if Kmet gets a couple of touchdowns the first half of the season, trade his ass expeditiously. Whatever you can. Whatever you can.
Yeah, whoever can eat up that contract, they're going to try to get rid of him for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm saying that. I'll tell you fantasy football.
Fantasy football. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, that too. They should probably trade him too.
Yeah, I think Ben came in and was like, "Yeah, nah, buddy. We
yeah, nah.
I know they just paid you, but nah, we're gonna.
I didn't pay you.
Yeah, I didn't
right.
I didn't merch that, so I'm sorry. That's what it was.
For
that's
sure,
exactly what it was, basically. Okay, so we did that together. We all agreed that Cole Kmet is in the shitter. So now we're gonna move. Now we can move to the other position. Let's go back to QB. Might have different answers, but I feel like you might have the same answer again.
Oh, I think this one might be the same. I think there's 3 options, and it depends what you want to pick out.
I think there's an unequivocal number 1.
I thought we were doing losers. We started with tight end, but we only heard Matt's answer, right? Did you have it?
No.
We feel like you agreed to us. Did you have a different loser for tight ends?
Oh, that was yours. Okay, yeah. I mean, I had Kate Otten. I think for sure.
Really? I guess. Kate Otten's a loser too. Yeah.
A loser. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be relevant in this year's fantasy.
Big Mike's back. Yeah. Okay.
Not as much as he was middle of the season.
Yeah, Big Mike was always there, but the emergence of McMillan kind of made things shaky for him at the end of the year, even with no Godwin. Godwin's back, and they just got Mbuka. Yeah, it's over.
Somehow.
Yeah. I
I miss my
genuinely think
cell
it's
point.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's about it for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
and
not
Tyler
bad.
Warren because of the QB situation, but they might use him. He might be really good.
Shit, Loveland. Loveland's a loser too. There's a lot of shit. Loveland's also a loser.
Yeah,
Heard
you
him.
can say Loveland's a loser too. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
He's supposed to
yeah.
go somewhere else. Yeah.
Landing spot was awful, but yeah, that's all I have.
It's not bad.
Yep.
All right, going to QBs. Let's see if we all agree. Matt said there's a few of them. I only decided to do one because it's the unequivocal one. Dak. How many QBs do you have for your choices for biggest loser?
I got like two of them, but yeah, it's not that. I don't have that
It's
many.
got,
I
we
guess.
gotta agree. We all agree upon this guy. It has to be
Yeah,
one guy.
let's just say we'll say it at the same time. Okay,
One, two.
1, 2, 3. Anthony
Anthony
Richardson.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a
Whoa,
loser.
you guys had AR.
He's a
Yeah,
big
What did
yeah.
you
dude.
have?
No, I had him. I didn't think that was like the.
The
I guess the
easy
easy
answer.
one to miss.
Yeah, who's the
Yeah,
other guy then? Because you had two choices. So one was
He's
AR,
on-
then who's the other guy then?
yeah. It's got to be him. Yeah, it's got to be AR.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
got
gotta
to
be
be AR.
him or
Yeah.
Shador Sanders, who hasn't took an NFL snap yet.
I was
And I'm
gonna
gonna
say Shador, but yeah, we'll go AR for sure. AR
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
They got Daniel Jones. And because AR is not accurate, he's making Daniel Jones look like prime Peyton Manning. But they're trying to be even about it in the social media video. So they're posting him throwing like 3-yard outs. Like, all right, man.
Really? Oh, how's it looking? I didn't see the videos. Is the videos really that bad? Is it
Well,
Daniel Jones?
he's completing them, of course,
The
in the
three the
videos.
3-yard outs.
But they're
Oh.
3 yard
I
outs. Is what
mean,
he's
for
saying.
Anthony
Yeah.
Richardson, that is an accomplishment. I think
I was
we
about
should.
to say.
I,
I was like, what if that's something he needed to improve on, like those 3 yard
it
outs?
is.
I
Yeah.
actually been buying shares of Adonai and drafting Adonai. I think Adonai
Yep.
is really good. I think he's really good at getting open. Like if
Yep.
you actually just watch it, and the quarterback was inaccurate, and I think Daniel Jones can get Adonai the ball. I've been buying Adonai for the very low price, but that should just be me. He probably still ain't shit, but I don't know.
I think the part of the reason why Anthony Richardson is the biggest loser is because he just like dwarfs all their skill players. All the skill players' potential stat production and potential financial earnings in the NFL are decreased with him as a quarterback.
Every
I
time.
will say this. I just watched a video of the farthest throws in the NFL last season, and Alec Pierce is on like 3 of them. Okay, he was putting that shit on a rope to Alec Pierce. That was the only like playable guy in that offense for like
Literally
4 weeks. Yeah,
Bro, he played 10 games and only 3 games he completed more than 12 passes. 30% of the time he completes 12 or more passes. So 3 passes per quarter is what you're getting from him. 3 completions per quarter.
Yeah, that might be the most crazy stat I've
That's
seen.
nasty football.
Yeah. And the crazy thing is, the reason why he's a loser is because 2 years ago, he's like the 101 in some rookie drafts over CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. I was in a couple where he's 101 over them. And now he's losing his job to Daniel Jones. And he might lose. He hasn't lost it yet. He's a significant risk.
He's losing to Daniel Jones.
We'll see.
Yeah, Danny Dimes will take that easy.
Yeah, outside of AR, I don't know who he has to work with. Like maybe Aaron Rodgers guy, but outside of him, like doing some real work, Danny Dimes has like he obviously got the name for a reason. He has moments where it's like, oh, wow, that's really accurate. I've never ever seen not one pass where AR is like, wow, that's really accurate. He just doesn't have it in him. So it's like unless he's doing some work that we're not seeing, Danny Dimes will like obviously as a Vikings fans, Matt seen it. You know what I'm saying? He has moments where it's like, wow,
he just ran
that could be a franchise. That could be a franchise quarterback. And AR is like, this could be fun on Madden. The best you get is like, this could be fun on Madden.
Anthony Richardson has those moments too, but just less so. Just a lot less so. But he doesn't have those stupid, crazy turnovers that Daniel Jones loves to do. Like he doesn't.
No, not at all.
That's true, but the more turnovers is because Daniel Dimes throws the ball 35 times, 40 times a game. You know what I mean? So like it's kind of like it's like the Brett Favre thing. Do it 50 times, he throws 4 picks a game.
That's what I'm saying. We should count it as is it counted as a turnover if you're basically handing the ball off to your backup because you won't slide? I believe that's. I believe that should come for some kind of negative connotation because it's like, dude, slide, and he doesn't slide, and it's like, oh, Anthony Richards is questionable. Oh, Anthony Richards is not going to come back for the game. Oh, Anthony Richards is on IR. It's like,
well, he did say he was tired, though. I mean, come on,
he's out of breath.
Yeah, the worth ethic or something's lacking there. All right, I don't know. Jamarcus Russell 2.0. I don't know.
Yeah,
Damn.
there's never been a quarterback that took himself out the game before. Yeah, that's not a good
Yeah,
sign.
that
You're right.
was
That's not a good
bad.
sign.
That was a bad
Yeah,
look.
that was real bad, man. So
Okay. All
But Danny
right.
Jones, QB1. There we are.
yeah,
Hey,
we all
man.
agree on AR, man. Biggest loser for sure.
So let's get to the ones where it's probably a little bit different. Biggest losers. You guys want to do RBs or want to do wide receivers?
I think RBs is more interesting because it's tougher to
Yeah,
do
go.
RBs for. I think.
All right, let's just do wide receivers and so we'll finish on RBs then. All right. Biggest losers for wide receivers. I have two names. That's really it.
Okay,
That's him.
who we got?
I got DJ Moore. I feel like they, you know what I'm saying? I feel like second year O'Dunes will be better. I feel like a lot of people, and I got to check out the right. You know, I'm just this is more of the fantasy sphere, the Twitter sphere, saying these things. But obviously, this is a handpicked guy in Luther Burden to run that slot, and that slot eats a lot in Ben Johnson's offense. And
But is he gonna be better than DJ Moore right away?
Who's this?
right, DJ Moore.
Luther
I'm saying
Burden.
who?
Is
Oh,
Luther
Luther
Burden gonna be
Burden.
better than DJ
Yeah.
Moore right away?
This is biggest loser wide receiver.
No,
I feel like
I don't think so. I don't think he'll be better than DJ Moore right away.
DJ
And
Moore
he's
is a
wearing
good
number
football player.
87. That's just such like not a cool number anymore to wear.
Which is crazy because those are such cool numbers.
Why
87?
why you hate on his number,
Back in the
man?
day.
That's what I'm saying. 87 now is like, are you a tight end? Like, what are you wearing 87?
You prefer to wear 17? You want to wear 17 instead?
Yeah,
Bro,
Dak
it's gotta
wants
be like 19 or less.
Dak
for
wants
wide
Dak, want,
receivers.
Dak wants to see him in number 8.
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that.
that's a cool number. That's a cool number, man. But
5,
yeah,
like
it's-
Fubu.
yeah, man. You know what I mean? I don't know.
All right, man. I said him and I said Terry McLaurin.
I don't think
I
Terry
feel-
McLaurin's a loser at all. He's
What?
pretty stable. His stock has not increased or decreased.
Well,
He is
I
very
feel like
stable stock.
I do feel like hold on. I feel like Debo was brought there for a reason. I'm not saying Debo's gonna eat his what I'm
He was
saying.
going to help him.
Listen. I feel like Debo's role with Cliff Kingsbury. I feel like Cliff Kingsbury is gonna cook up for Debo. That's what I believe.
Also, I have one thing to say. So about this time last year, Yanni made a bet with me for $50 that Cliff Kingsbury would be the Washington
That's it by 2027.
Commanders of 2027. So Cliff
Yeah.
Kingsbury has a couple years left to become the head coach.
Are you updating us?
I'm just
Hey, I
giving
was
an
about to
update.
say because they're what's my boy's name that coaches them now? He ain't leaving.
Dan Quinn.
Yeah, Dan Quinn ain't leaving.
Hey man.
Cliff
Hey
Kingsbury has to
man.
come and throw a coup and take his job. That's
Hey
what
man.
he-
Yeah.
Listen.
Dan Quinn has to perish, God forbid, for Kingsbury to get there.
Stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. I still stand by that.
Okay.
Okay. I don't listen. The moment that whatever trajectory they have for the Washington Redskins does not happen and they're kind of stalling, they're kind of like plateauing, first person they're going to remove is Dan Quinn and say, all right, we need to amp up more offense. I promise you it'll happen. But yeah.
And
But-
that was Yanni's Coke rant of the day.
All right, man. You guys will see. We'll visit this in 2 more years.
All
Still
right.
got time. Okay, so you guys said both of my picks were ass. Okay, well it took what 58 minutes into the pod for you guys to slander me, but you
Yeah.
know, it still happened.
Later than
All right,
normal.
what are you guys' wide receiver losers? Something boring?
Yeah, I was gonna say like the Packers wide receiver room. Like, I mean, that's just
That was
Beating a dead
my
horse.
pick exactly. My pick exactly.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of them. All of them.
all
are
of them.
losers.
All of them.
Fucking
That's
losers.
just it. Just sucks over there. Yeah, I don't like it at all. I'm
The
not a
coach saying,
fan.
"I hate wide receiver ones. I hate the term wide receiver ones."
And then proceeds to draft the wide receiver one. Draft the first round wide receiver. Let me ask you this. I got a question for y'all. Who led the Packers wide receiver room in targets last year?
Damn, probably Dubs.
Was it? I was gonna say Reed, but I feel like this is a trick question. So
Yeah,
is
so
it
I'm saying,
Dobbs?
yeah, I feel like it's Dubs.
It's Wicks. Wicks had
Really?
76 targets. Reed had 75. Dubs had 72. Dubs missed 4 games with 72. So Dubs
Yeah,
is
forget
really
the
the
whole
wide
room.
receiver.
Erase the whole room. Just don't draft there.
And then they dragged Matthew
Wow.
Golden to replace Christian Watts' 53 targets he had. But Matthew Golden I think he's just you insert him in Christian Watson's role, right? You just copy paste him there, and this wide receiver room is not gonna get any. It's not gonna be fun. It's
Yeah,
not gonna be fun
it's
for anyone.
nasty. It's nasty.
I think
Yeah.
Dobbs is definitely the number one target. 72, and so he had 4 less than Wicks, who's the leader, 4 less targets, and he played 4 less games. So Dobbs is definitely the player you want. If Matthew Golden isn't great,
so, I agree.
Yeah, it's nasty. I mean, that was my only pick, to be honest. I mean, other wide receivers, I have rookies, and like I have like McMillan. He broke out kind of a little bit at the end of the season last year, but that's over now.
Yeah, McMillan's definitely a loser. QJ's a loser. But the Packers wide receiver, I think everyone there is just nasty.
Yeah, and Buka is probably a first year loser.
Yeah.
How do you feel as a wide receiver in that room and saying, like the coach saying, I hate the team wide receiver 1?
Well, if you're getting paid, I don't think you give a fuck, really, do you?
They're not going to get paid. That's what I'm saying. You will not get paid if
your coach is saying their second contract. Yeah, they won't. Yeah.
Someone's got to go. I mean, they should trade. They should definitely trade someone. I mean, but this is their vision. Hey, go Pack, go. You do your thing, Packers.
What do you guys think real quick about Metcalf? I didn't have him as the biggest winner or loser. I just had him as just like, like what do you guys lean for DK?
Automatically lower because we don't know who his quarterback is. If you don't know who quarterback is by now, it's gonna be lower because last year we knew who his quarterback was. Even if it is Aaron Rodgers, it's fucking lower to me because that offense is gonna be ass. I think Aaron Rodgers got no more juice left, no more sauce. Okay, he's a sauceless old man who just wants to be on TV all day. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna counter that because
he is a sauceless old man.
Because I like that Aaron Rodgers is a 10-hatter like I am, and also he's like God's gift to throwing the football. But
that is true.
He is with a defense that can get him the ball. So with more
last year he was.
Not to come at Dak's Jets, but. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, he can produce. He can produce a top 10 receiver. I mean,
I believe he can. He just has to like.
He did.
That's what I'm saying. Because like he likes Lazard, so therefore Lazard's relevant. Like if he likes
Lazard's going to be on the Steelers in a couple months here. Once Packers once Rodgers on the team, Lazard's going to be on the team. Cobb going to be on the team.
No, I don't believe they know why. Because the reason why Aaron Rodgers, he wants to go anywhere but a place that had a strong front office because he wants to be able to smoke peyote and drink ayahuasca on his weekends and in the QB room and bring all his friends. And he knows he's not doing none of that stupidness with Tomlin.
He does go to a significantly better O-line. He can run. He's a statue. But, I mean, yeah.
Everything's better, but he just can't bring his friends. So Lazard's not coming. Lazard's staying in New York. This is not the Rodgers show anymore. That didn't work.
Is that better for DK Metcalf than Geno Smith? I don't think so.
I don't think. Well, it's close. So yeah, you rather stay with the person you know if it's gonna be close. You're right. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in there. I was like, where do I rank? Where does this guy fit?
Yeah.
All right, on the RBs, huh?
The last segment. Let's get these RB losers out the way. I feel like there's 3 names. Do you guys have 3 names?
I also have 3 names.
Dak, do you have 3 names? You have a few?
Yeah, I have a few names. Yeah, like around there, like around 3.
Let's start with you, Dak. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Wow, on the spot. Biggest losers. Well, this guy. I feel like we all have this guy. This guy was like, "Wow, this is a great landing spot for." Like,
Yep, rug pull. This is a rug pull immediately.
Rug pulled. My boy Najee Harris, man.
Yep, that was my number 1.
Yeah, Najee Harris. I was like, man, Najee on the Chargers, that is fire because they got a run-heavy offense. And yeah, I think Dobbins is like a free agent or whatever. I was like, wow, this is great.
Just line it up.
And then because I didn't see any mock drafts of them drafting an RB.
Me either.
Not that early. Not that
early. Right. That's what I was saying. So yeah, bro. Najee Harris is my number 1 for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you guys?
He's my number 1. So yeah.
What's your number 1? I have a different number 1. I think Najee Harris still has a little bit of value. I think he might be a sneaky buy, low key, right now because he still has a 1-year contract. So next year he might go to a better situation. I don't know. But I think this person's cooked. I think this person is no longer fantasy relevant. And they went from running back 32 to running back 46. Right now they're ranked as running back 83.
Oh my God.
They're being drafted around Kamani Vidal, Antonio Gibson, and Justice Hill. Devin Singletary's done. Devin Singletary is the biggest loser.
Yeah,
Who
but
cares?
who cares about Devin
Bro,
Singletary?
going into last year, people thought he could be a running back too. It was him and
But we
fifth
saw
round
his
rookie.
chain get snatched, right? So it's like, okay, he's in the past last year, and then Scatterboo comes in. So
That's
it's
what
like
I'm
he's really
saying.
done.
That's what I'm saying. We already lost it to one guy, and Scatter will come to do what he does. That's to run the
He
ball.
was already a backup, is what my point is. But I get what you're saying. I mean,
I
yeah, I
just think
guess
he's completely
biggest.
fast.
He's the biggest.
Yes, his role.
Devin Singletary called Matt's phone and told him, "Man, stand up for me, man, because nobody's thinking about this man."
I'm thinking about you, Devin.
Devin
No,
I'm thinking
bro.
about you, Devin.
I-
That's fine. I did two more.
Okay, let's get to the second one, man.
Travis Etienne's a loser because they've been thinking about drafting Gentry the whole time. And like it's like if you're with your girl and your girl's eyeing another nigga the whole time, just thinking about all the ways she could get with him, and you're just there, and then they end up drafting Tootin, the fastest running back in the league. So Travis Etienne's a loser. Then obviously Ramondre Stevenson, but I think Ramondre Stevenson also same
I
as
think he was
Najee,
the obvious number 2.
but I think he still has value because they one's a big body back, and Travion Henson is not a big body back.
I mean, he still has value, but like his what was I gonna say? His stock is down though.
His stock wasn't great in the first place. Right? It wasn't great because he was with the Patriots and he got paid, so he's gonna be around for a while. So we knew he's gonna be around, but his stock wasn't great. But I think Devin Singletary's stock is obliterated. Like Devin Singletary has no more stock. Like he's penny stock. I feel like Stevenson you can still throw in your lineup every once in a while. You ain't starting Singletary.
Nah, man, I don't know about
that. All right, who'd you rather start, Travis Etienne or Ramondre Stevenson?
Travis Etienne, easily. Yes, Liam Cohen's gonna. Let's see what
probably Ramondre. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Probably
That's what I'm saying. I think Ramondre Stevenson still has pretty solid value because the role of him and Travion Henderson is starkly different, and you can see it by body type.
Yeah. No, I agree, but I'm saying we see what Liam did right with Bucky Irving. Now, I believe that Travis Etienne is like if you're talking about explosiveness, right, or like jittery, whatever the term you want to use. I believe that they're in close tiers. Him and Bucky Irving, I feel like they're really close. But Travis Etienne is larger than Bucky Irving, and I believe that Liam's going to cook up for him.
Tootin is more Bucky Irving than Etienne. Tootin is who Cohen decided to draft, the 4th round running back, the same 4th round. And
Bashal Tootin, I don't know.
Yep, that's when Bucky Irving was drafted, also in the 4th round, 4th or 5th round. So Tootin, the fastest running back on the board in the NFL combine, is going to take Travis Etienne's food. That's happening.
I'm not listen. Etienne's done. I'm just saying that between people who are done, I would rather him than Ramondre. I'm not going to shoot him.
It's a more crowded backfield for sure. Down there in Jacksonville. So I would go Ramondre.
I feel that, but I just feel like Henderson is like he's like a dude.
He's a Gibbs, and Gibbs is gonna need him a Monty.
And Monty started like he can really like confidently start Monty.
And it could be a Mike Vrabel run the football team, right? It's gonna be a Tennessee Titans old school. We're gonna run the fuck out of the football. He even said there's a quote that Mark Vrabel said like we don't even need a quarterback to you don't need to have a great quarterback to win. That's what he said. He said something like that. We don't need to pass the ball to win.
Well, he's not proven that otherwise yet, so I don't know why he's saying that.
I mean, he got pretty far Ryan Tannehill for like 5 years in a row.
He said, Mike Vrabel said, "Don't watch our games. We'll be on CBS Regional in the morning."
Exactly. They will also be the wild card, but we're not going to be the AFC championship.
We're not pretty at all. Do not watch our games. It's going to be defense, running the ball, and a few field goals. See ya.
Yep.
All right. Well, here my list was Najee. Obviously, we had Najee as like the top loser. Most of us. I had Ramondre second, but I also had this. There's a sect, a group of people that really love this guy, and I don't know, man. I feel like he at least has a vulture in his backfield now. There's a crazy group of people that love Tyrone Tracy, and I feel like Scatterboo, the way he runs, I feel like he's going to vulture goal line carries. I believe. That's his niche, that's his game, and I believe like if he can rattle off some noteworthy runs, which I don't know how that'll happen because he's kind of slow, but we'll see. If Dad was able to bring out the best in Scatterboo, like I don't know, man, I don't know.
What if he's just like my guy? Who was the Danny Woodhead? Like
he's strong, but he's more powerful than Danny Woodhead, right? He is a little more. He's a
more
better
powerful.
runner.
Who's my guy that went to the Texans? Another white guy. He wasn't Danny Woodhead.
Are you just saying? I just listened to white running backs to compare him
There's
to?
enough white power
Peyton Hill?
running backs.
Yeah,
He
Peyton
played
Hill
for the
is-
Pats, but it was another guy. It wasn't
Buck
Danny Woodhead.
Rex Burkhead.
Was it Burkhead? Or, yeah.
Could be, yeah.
What if
He's more Rex
like, yeah, like,
Burkhead. He's more Rex Burkhead than he was the other guy that you just named.
that's what I meant. I got my white people mixed up.
Yeah. Oh, you guys, I forgot to mention one big winner. One big winner that happened this offseason that I'll be really devastated if I ignored it and ignored them. Biggest winner is horniness. So we had epic levels of horniness this
Oh
offseason.
my God.
So we have a very great commissioner. We have one of the best commissioners in the league.
Oh my
Sometimes
God.
the commissioner gets a little horny. Now,
Oh
I've
my
never
God.
seen a commissioner auto pick players. We just said,
Oh
you
my
know what,
God.
this draft is over. I have no more picks, and I'm turning this shit off. I'm going home. We're all done here. Okay, we don't need to make any more picks. We're just shutting it down because I'm done. Horniness. So for those who don't know, Yada, you want to explain the story, or
I can explain it accurately. Yes, I can.
Okay, let's see.
So the accurate story is this. First of all, I didn't have any picks past the first round, so I didn't care either way. So yes, along with that, this was the fourth round of a rookie draft in a league full of sharps now who have learned how to draft. There's nothing there.
Who was in the fourth round? Yeah, can you give people the story what happened? Because I don't know if I explained it properly.
How many Puka Nakuas? How many Puka Nakuas are there in any fourth round?
The fact that there's one, I don't know. The fact that can you explain what happened? Can you tell people what happened?
Yes, so the fourth round was taking forever, right? I mean, it was an unlimited timer. Okay, people were fatigued. They said, "Yo, we got to get done with this thing." All right, this guy, right? Was this guy named Brian? He's in our league. Right, he wasn't picky. You know, Brian's kind of a dickhead. He's just gonna do his own thing. He does not care. Right. He was getting a lot of pressure from all of the other league mates saying, "Hey, can you please move this along, Kamish? Can we update the timer?" And Kamish said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do just that." On this guy's pick, this is Brian's one pick, I think. And he says, "Yes."
Was it the only pick he had?
I think it was his only pick that he had.
Nah, man, it wasn't.
I think it was. I think it was. Maybe not. And he said, "Yes, I'm going to speed things up here." And yes, that's exactly what he did. And
he's an auto pick for everyone. Everyone gets auto pick from here on out.
Can we tell the whole story? Now, most of the league agreed with this. Now, Matt didn't agree.
Oh, I certainly was like, "Yeah, speed this shit up." I didn't give a damn.
Matt didn't agree because Matt's just a dick, and Brian didn't agree because Brian wasn't there. Now, to tell the whole true story, the computer helped him. Brian didn't know who he was going to pick in that fourth round. The computer put Jalen Monroe on his team, which is the best pick available and best pick at that time. This is 4-2.
Yes.
But you can't just say, "Hey, you guys are done picking. We'll let the computer pick for you now." That's insane. That's horny, right? That's why horniness won.
It was going to help him.
But he said he gave him a timer and texted him.
I did.
Oh, no.
It wasn't just an auto pick.
I just never see the commissioner end the draft early. I just never see it happen. I just get shot to horn. That's it.
It was taking long, man.
I just want to
document you've seen commissioners do this all the time where the fourth round is here. Let's speed things up now.
Yeah, for 30 minutes. For sure.
That's what he did.
That was auto drafted. Everyone got auto drafted.
No, everyone did not get auto drafted.
Only Brian. Only Brian.
You didn't know this? See,
I didn't know this.
Matt.
I didn't
know no one else got auto
only
drafted.
Brian.
That was the cause of my outrage. Is that everyone got? Oh, okay, but still, you can't take someone's pick though. You can't take one person's pick. You can't.
He didn't take it. He put a timer on it.
And I gave him the best player, and he took it away, and he swapped in that best player to take.
I had picks. I had picks after him, and it was.
Changes my outrage. Brian is a dick. You know, I changed my outrage. If I could take it all back, I would. I would have stood up for you, Yanni. But yeah.
Don't you see why he was like the only one upset here? Like, because
I thought he auto picked everyone.
No, everybody got the pick after.
This is why
auto pick. Yeah, auto pick turns on because he didn't pick in time.
Yes.
Oh, this makes
I handpicked my guy. And by the way, if Pat Bryant is really good for the Broncos, I am going to go 60 with either you or Brian. Okay.
Yes.
I picked him after Brian.
And then Brian, yes, and I had to repick.
Yeah. So I don't know. I bought Pat Bryant in a lot of my leagues. Back to your boy in Denver. Sean Payton called him Michael Thomas. Okay.
Did he?
Yeah, he absolutely did.
Sean Payton takes some swings, but those swings could be connected. We all laughed at him when we took Bo Nick. No one laughed at him.
We did laugh.
We
Yeah,
did
people
laugh
like
at
me
him.
to Michael
And
Thomas. Right.
Danny now has Pat Bryant, so I'm gonna be pissed. Okay,
And Danny didn't want
but
Pat Bryant. That Danny said that Barf took his guy. So everybody's taking each other's guy because of this, because of that, because of Brian.
I can't believe you didn't know this, man. This
I
makes
didn't
me
know this.
upset.
But all honesty, we like to give Yanni shit sometimes. Yanni's a great commissioner, but yeah, he gets a little the horniness. The horniness
Listen,
sometimes happens.
any
Yeah,
commissioner knows that for you to be a commissioner means that you could be a first grade teacher because every grown man who's ever 30 becomes a
I
first
sent
grader
him
in the
this. This is what
league.
I sent him, man. I sent him his past messages to us about picking a punishment. Detailed. It says, "Hey, can you let me know which punishment you would not do?" Right. This one, he says, "Yo, pick these options and tell me which one you didn't want to do." So it's like, damn, I felt like a lot of people felt like we had to pick one that we wouldn't do out of the list.
So we're
And
getting
I
deep in the
said,
weeds for listeners. This is yes, we let the bad guy in. This is another tool in our arsenal. This is another rocket launcher. Just
They don't have good reading comprehension, listeners. I've been sending it. I've been sending the same thing for years. If I
no,
tomato, however I word it, it's the same thing. Pick a
nah.
punishment that you cannot do, and then tell me so I can take off the list. It's very simple. This year, I think that I'm being honest. I think that they want to drag this out and see if they were able to get out certain punishments because, they're a little bit scary this year. Like they were more daring in the years before, but this year, they're more conservative.
Who's worried here, Yanni? Who's
Yeah,
worried?
I'm not worried.
yeah.
Okay.
I told Yanni Sim, like, why would I be afraid to do a lemonade stand challenge? Like, I thought I had to pick something.
Hey man, listen. This is the same league, I guess, to give listeners a background.
We only have like 3 listeners who knows what's going on at this point. If you're this far with us, only 3 of you actually know what's happening. I mean, we
Yes.
thank everyone else who is still listening.
But nonetheless, I am in different leagues, so people are still gonna listen. They're not part of this league. But what has happened is that we've picked punishments and they've been pretty good. But what I've realized as a commissioner trying to propose punishments and be one-on-one, because for me, everything in our league is like I think we're majority, which is 9 yeses past something. But everything has to be unanimous for the punishment because I have to be able to enforce at the end of the year. So that's how punishments have been. So that way we've all agreed on it and I've been able to enforce it. With that, I always make sure that everybody agrees to the punishment. So nobody's like, well, it was majority rules and I didn't agree to that, so I'm not gonna do the punishment. I make sure I get people's word as men. So when I'm ready to kick them out for not doing punishment, I can kick them out. This year's a
That's
little different.
fair.
This year's a little bit different than other years. Last year, the other years before was like, y'all do this, y'all do this. But as the years have grown, we've been getting more pushback. And this year was more and more different. I think people are getting more scared. And also, as a commissioner, you realize what people are scared of. Some people would like have no problem getting hit by paintballs. But man, if you have them go to like the function or the outing, like let's say, I guess if listeners know, let's say they go to Cowboy Jackson on Grays Weekend or go to Gold Room dressed bummy. They would rather be pelted with paintballs for 5 minutes than ever be caught somewhere bummy. So everybody has different pain points. So that's what makes these punishments kind of different because you'd be like, okay, I would definitely go to Gold Room. I don't care about Gold Room, but some people are like, I don't like paintball. Other people would gladly be pelted with paintballs than ever be caught out looking bummy. So that's what it is.
Yeah, we gotta give you shit, man. Keep you on your toes. But
They're
yeah,
first graders, man. But yes, this is our first episode back. We are rambling because we are rusty. This is how the pod will be happening. My camera's out of focus. It's rusty too. Um, we will be obviously, as you guys are seeing, we are live streaming on YouTube and our Twitch.
You have a Twitch?
We'll be having live. We have a Twitch. See, Matt just found out we have a Twitch. Matt found out on air that we have a Twitch.
hey,
Yes, we
that's
do.
comedy, bro. Wow.
So we do have a Twitch. As this episode comes out, people will be like, "Oh, dang, they were live," and they'll tune in more. And we'll have more things for the audience, questions, maybe a
On
question portion.
Monday Night Football specifically. That's when
Yes.
you find us. If you otherwise, it's gonna be sporadic. But Monday Night Football is definitely yes.
Yeah, for sure. During the summer months, yeah, we're gonna be
It'll be random.
Whatever. It'll be random.
It'll be random, and we may let obviously audience members know before, so they'll be able to jump on the pod with us, or maybe not. But definitely, once the season starts, every Monday night, the audience will be with us and causing hell in the chat. So yeah. Anything else, guys?
Go Timberwolves. We're gonna win the finals.
All right, yeah, we're gonna
This is our
end the
year.
pod.
Absolutely.
We're gonna end the pod. Anything else from you, Dak?
Nah, man. I'm glad to be back.
Wolves
All
in
right.
5, always.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
All right, peace.
5.
Bye.